Hi, my name is Mindy Crotzer. I live in Dawsonville, Georgia. I'm married with 6 kids, ages 9, 11, 15, 20, 23, and a 13-year-old who is autistic. We have one granddaughter, and she just turned 3 last week. A turning point in my life would have to have been, there have been so many, but a turning point would have been in 2007. I lost my first husband to a massive heart attack unexpectedly. I had 3 small children. Number 4 was on the way. I had no clue what I was going to do. I quickly remarried. I would love to say it was a terrible mistake, but it was a mistake that needed to be made because God showed me His grace through all of that. During that second marriage, I spiraled into a horrible alcohol addiction. I managed to come up on the other side. I'm divorced, found my independence as a single mom with 4 children, and I laid it at God's feet. I said, God, this is all you. I said, the next man you send in my life, I want him to be all of you. Well, April the 1st, I met my now husband, and we've been married for almost 6 years, and he truly was a gift from God. I knew the minute I saw him, I met him online on a dating website, and the minute I saw his profile, I was like, that's the one. So I started sending him messages, and it was just crazy because me and my biological father don't have a really good relationship, and he lives in the same town that we live in now. And I was like, God was just nudging me. And I was like, God, he lives in the same town as my dad. He's got the same name as my dad. I was like, what are you doing to me here? But I listened, and when I met him, and we had to part ways because he had to come home and I had to go home to my kids. I called my best friend at the time and I said, I just met the man I'm going to marry. And she was like, whoa, slow down. Well, little did I know that he was a pastor. He was a very godly man. And that he was the answer to all of my prayers and my children's prayers. I married him on April the 13th, 2011. So we knew each other all of 13 days before we got married. And we didn't tell anybody that we were married for a month. So we hit our marriage because we knew everyone would think we were absolutely insane. But we told the kids, and they were excited, and we packed up and moved up here to Dawsonville, and it has been an adventure ever since, and it has been an amazing adventure. We have been at the same church for almost 6 years now. My husband has been on several mission trips, which has been a new experience for me. He also is the lead pastor of a motorcycle ministry, and we've been that for 3 years now. And that's a whole nother turning point. It seems like my life has been a whole book of turning points, but this was the biggest and the best turning point that I can recall, because I was in the deepest pits of hell, and God restored me, restored my family, restored my faith, and just gave us a whole new life. And I don't feel worthy of that, but only by God's grace was I able to acquire that. And now I'm going back in school, hopefully to get my degree in clinical or in Christian addiction and recovery and or special education. So I would love to be able to help children like my son, who gets bullied a lot in school, because he is high functioning autistic, so he's super smart with very little social skills. So, but with that said, I look forward to having a wonderful time with everyone in class, and thank you so much, and God bless.